let's continue. The same example. So we have F1, 10 newtons, 30 degrees north of east. F2, 20 newtons, 60 degrees west of north. And this is now the vector diagram for the two vectors. So again, to solve for the resultant vector r using component method, we're going to find first the summation of vectors along x, and we have here f1x plus the f2x. So for second quadrant, we have the negative x and the positive y. So therefore, minus f2x. So this is now f1x. Magnitude of f1 is 10 newtons. So 10 newtons multiplied by cosine 30. Positive times negative is negative. Magnitude of F2 is 20 newtons. And this time again, F2 will take sine function because this is the opposite side of 60 degrees. And if we're going to twist it, this triangle becomes in this position and F2x lies along y-axis. So therefore, for y component, it should take sine function. So this becomes sine function sine 60 degrees. Okay, so cosine 60, sine 30 is 0.866. Okay, so 0.866 times 10 is 8.66 newtons minus sine 60 is still 0.866. So we have here negative 17.32 newtons. So we have positive 8.66 and negative 17.32. So we're going to subtract. So this is now our x component. So this is 8.66 negative 8.66 newtons. Okay. Next, for our y or for y component. So we have f1y plus f2y. So the y component of f1 is positive for the first quadrant. So positive, positive. F2y for the second quadrant, y is positive. So we have f1 is 10 newtons multiplied by sine 30 plus F2, magnitude of F2 is 20 newtons multiplied by, again, F2, this one becomes adjacent side or it lies along x-axis, so it will take cosine 60 degrees. Okay, so sine 30 is 0.5, cosine 60 is 0.5. Okay, so we have now 0.5 times 10 is 10 newtons is 5 newtons. Next we have 0.5 times 20 newtons, so half of 20 is 10 newtons. Okay, so therefore Ry is equal to 15 newtons. Okay, so therefore our ordered pair for the resultant vector r is, we have Rx and Ry, or this can also be equal to negative 866 and 15. Okay, so this is the ordered pair for our resultant vector r. Okay, next, so to solve for the magnitude of r, we're going to apply the next equation, square root of summation of r x squared plus summation of ry squared. So we have now negative 8.66 newtons plus 15 newtons squared. Okay, so square of a negative number, negative 8.66 Newton, quantity squared, so this is 75 Newtons squared. Then 15 Newtons times 15 Newtons, this is 225. 225 N squared. So this is now square root of 300 Newtons. So extract the square root of 300, so we have 17.32 Newtons. So n squared is a perfect square, so therefore we have this magnitude. Okay. So this time we're going to graph now our resultant vector r. So let us graph. We have this ordered pair, negative 8.66 and positive 15. So this lies along the second quadrant, quadrant 2. Okay. So let us graph this one. Okay. So let's say negative 866. So we have here negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, no 4. This is 0. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we have negative 8, then we have negative 10. Okay. Then for y, 15. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, so we have 16. So this time let us graph the resultant vector r. So 8.66, this is 9, negative 9. So somewhere here. Okay, so we have, then 15 is here. This is positive 15. Okay, so okay. So this is now our, okay, this is the point. This is the point, negative 8.66 and 15, okay? So just draw a line from here going to the origin. So this is our resultant vector r. So the magnitude is equal to 17.32 newtons. And this time, the direction, okay? So so we have equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. Again, this is number 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3. Then equation number 4. Okay, so theta is equal to inverse tangent of ry over rx. So this time, this is our ry, parallel to y-axis, and this is our rx. Okay. So we have inverse tangent of ry is 15 newtons divided by negative 8.66 newtons. Okay, so we have, so 15 divided by 8.66, 1.732. Okay, so cancel the n. So this is inverse tangent, okay? Inverse tangent of negative 1.732. So we have theta is equal to 59.999 or 60 degrees. Okay? Again, to press this one using your scientific calculator, shift tan, then press negative sign, 1.732 equal sign. So we come up with 60 degrees, negative 60 degrees. Okay. So again, for this case, if the angle is negative, remember or recall that if we have here this line and you're going to measure this angle, okay, counterclockwise, this is positive 180 degrees plus another 180 degrees. So this is positive 360 degrees, right? But this time, if this is for counterclockwise, okay? Counter. How about for clockwise? Supposing we have here, going here, this is negative 180 degrees. Okay, plus 180, so this is negative 360 degrees. Okay, so therefore, negative 60 degrees is starting from or with respect to x clockwise. So this is the 60 degrees. Okay, if this is 60 degrees, then this is 30 degrees. So therefore, our r, okay, our r here is, this is the magnitude, right? So we have 60 degrees north of east, or 17.32 newtons, 30 degrees east of, north of west, okay? North of west, or 17.32 newtons, 30 degrees west of north, okay? So this is the west of north and this is the north of west. No more question, okay? So that's all.